Lee is coming back with a reboot of a classic monster, and later in the year, Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride will bring some classic monsters back to life. We've also got some fresh stories to look forward to, like the Valentine's Day slasher Heart Eyes, the star-studded exorcism film The Ritual, and Osgood Perkins' Stephen King adaptation The Monkey. And of course, there's much more. So let's dive into all of it. Wolfman, January 17, 2025. Wolfman is a reboot of the classic 1941 film, co-written and directed by Lee Whannell. It stars Christopher Abbott and Julia Garner, with Jason Blum and Ryan Gosling serving as producers. The film follows Blake, a family man who moves with his wife Charlotte and daughter Ginger to a farmhouse in Oregon after inheriting it from his estranged father. One night, during a full moon, the family is attacked by a werewolf, and Blake gets clawed on the arm. As they try to lock themselves in, Blake begins to transform into a terrifying creature, threatening the safety of his family. The project has had a bit of a journey. Originally announced in 2014 as part of a shared Universal Monsters cinematic universe, it faced setbacks after The Mummy from 2017 failed to spark the planned franchise. After the success of Whannell's The Invisible Man, Universal revisited the idea, and Gosling pitched a new direction for Wolfman. However, Gosling eventually dropped out, and Whannell took over as director. Filming wrapped in early 2024 in New Zealand. Heart Eyes, February 14, 2025. Directed by Josh Rubin, who's known for his clever horror comedies like Scare Me and Werewolves Within, Heart Eyes is set to make this Valentine's Day way less about love. Starring Jordana Brewster, Olivia Holt, and horror icon Devon Sawa, this slasher is bringing the horror to the holiday. The movie follows the Heart Eyes killer, a masked murderer who's been terrorizing Valentine's Day for years by stalking and killing couples. In Heart Eyes, love is definitely dead and buried by February. The Monkey, February 21, 2025. Osgood Perkins, the son of Norman Bates himself, has horror in his veins, and he's proving it once again with his upcoming film. The Monkey, based on a Stephen King story. After terrifying audiences with The Black Coat's Daughter and Longlegs, Perkins is taking a slightly lighter approach with this adaptation. The story follows twin brothers who find an old monkey toy in their attic, only for a string of mysterious deaths to follow. The brothers soon believe the creepy primate is behind it all. Perkins described the movie's vibe to bloody disgusting, saying it will have a feel similar to Misery, Creepshow, Gremlins, or An American Werewolf in London. He explained, "So much of King is funny and nostalgic feeling. It's like if Robert Zemeckis had a little bit of acid and made a Stephen King picture about a monkey toy." The cast is stacked, with Theo James playing the brothers as adults, Christian Convery playing them as kids, and a supporting cast including Elijah Wood, Tatiana Maslany, Sarah Levy, and Roanne Campbell. Sinners, March 7, 2025. Director Ryan Coogler, known for his work on the critically acclaimed Fruitvale Station and the blockbuster Creed and Black Panther films, is now diving into the horror genre with Sinners. His longtime collaborator, Michael B. Jordan, stars alongside Haley Steinfeld, Jack O'Connell, Wunmi Musaku, and Delroy Lindo in this thrilling project. Described as a new vision of fear, Sinners is an intense period drama that follows twin brothers who return to their hometown to escape their troubled pasts, only to find an even darker evil awaiting them. The Ritual, April 18, 2025. A new exorcism movie is coming out just in time for Easter, with some big names in the cast, including Al Pacino and Dan Stevens, who's known for his horror roles in movies like The Guest and shows like The Rental and Apostle. The story centers on two priests, one who's losing his faith and the other dealing with a dark past, who team up to try to save a possessed young woman through a tough and dangerous series of exorcisms. While it might sound familiar, it's actually based on a true story. According to Variety, it's an accurate retelling of Emma Schmidt, an American woman whose possession led to some of the most documented exorcisms in U.S. history. Pacino is no stranger to satanic horror, having played the devil in The Devil's Advocate back in 1997. Along with him and Stevens, The Ritual also stars Ashley Greene from Twilight and Abigail Cowan from The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, with David Meidel directing. 28 years later, June 20th, 2025. The long-awaited sequel to 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later, 28 Years Later is set to wrap up the trilogy with a thrilling story that picks up decades after the rage virus outbreak. Directed once again by Danny Boyle, the film delves into a world where humanity is still trying to rebuild, facing not just the lingering threat of infected survivors, but also the dangers posed by other human survivors. While it's rooted in zombie horror, the rage virus gives 28 Years Later a unique twist, placing it squarely in the science fiction genre. With its signature mix of intense horror and sharp social commentary, the movie is sure to reignite fans' passion for this gritty post-apocalyptic universe. Megan 2.0, June 27, 2025. After the chilling success of Megan, the sequel Megan 2.0 is set to take artificial intelligence horror to new heights. Directed by Gerard Johnstone, this installment delves deeper into AI's impact on human lives and the potential dangers of technological overreach. The story follows the rogue AI doll Megan as she returns with enhanced capabilities and a chilling new agenda. Fans can expect a mix of horror and dark humor, along with a sharper critique of humanity's growing dependence on technology. Allison Williams returns alongside Violet McGraw, reprising their roles as the characters in Megan's world. With a script co-written by James Wan, Megan 2.0 promises to be both terrifying and thought-provoking, while maintaining the campy fun that made the first film a hit. Its release is sure to spark renewed discussions about AI ethics and safety, while continuing the tradition of killer doll movies that audiences love. The Conjuring: Last Rites, September 5, 2025. Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga have been battling supernatural forces as Ed and Lorraine Warren since 2013, starring in 3 main Conjuring films, along with spin-offs like Annabelle, The Nun, and The Curse of La Llorona. While these spin-offs will continue to frighten audiences, The Conjuring: Last Rites, scheduled for release on September 5th, is said to be the final chapter in the main Conjuring series. While the official plot remains under wraps, the post-credit scene in The Nun 2 teased that the Warrens may face off against the demon Valak. Directed by Michael Chavez, who also helmed The Nun and The Conjuring: The Devil Made Me Do It, the film will feature a script by David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick, who wrote the second and third installments of the series. The Conjuring: Last Rites promises to close the chapter on this iconic supernatural saga. Saw 11, September 26, 2025. After the unexpected success of Saw X, which revitalized the Saw franchise with a sympathetic portrayal of John Kramer, fans can look forward to Saw 11. The film continues the franchise's legacy of shocking twists and gruesome games, following Saw X's positive reception, which included a rare Rotten Tomatoes score and a box office haul of $111 million against a $13 million budget. While it's unclear if Saw 11 will follow the same timeline as Saw X, set between the first and third films, or chart a new direction, it's likely the movie will pick up where its predecessor left off. Saw X's mid-credit scene featured Jigsaw reuniting with his protege Mark Hoffman, so the next film may continue that storyline. Director Kevin Greutert, who also directed Saw 6 and Saw 3D, returns to helm the new installment, with Marcus Dunstan and Patrick Melton, writers for Saw 4 to 7, penning the script. Dunstan teased that the upcoming film will have something new to say and will bring a sense of anger to the table. Fans of the series can expect more mind-bending horror and jaw-dropping traps when Saw 11 hits theaters. The Bride, September 26, 2025. Fans of classic horror and Frankenstein lore will be treated to 2 distinct takes on the iconic tale, one of which comes from Maggie Gyllenhaal. Her film, The Bride, will offer a fresh perspective on the story of the Bride of Frankenstein, set in 1930 Chicago. The movie stars Christian Bale as Frankenstein's monster and will present a more established version of the character, diverging from Guillermo del Toro's origin story. The Bride is expected to explore deep themes of love, loss, and romance, offering a mind-bending reimagining of the classic narrative. The film taps into the rich history of Frankenstein, often considered one of the first sci-fi stories, making its release in 2025 even more exciting. While Gyllenhaal's take and Del Toro's will be vastly different, both films will pay homage to the legacy of Frankenstein in their own unique styles, providing two fresh and thrilling interpretations of this enduring myth. The Black Phone 2, October 17, 2025. The highly anticipated The Black Phone 2 brings back everything fans loved about the first film. The original cast is returning, with Ethan Hawke reprising his chilling role as the Grabber, Mason Thames returning as the boy who escaped, and Madeline McGraw once again playing Gwen, the girl with eerie prophetic abilities. The creative team is also back, with co-writers Scott Derrickson and C. Robert Cargill returning, and Derrickson returning as director. Following the success of the 2022 film, which blended supernatural horror with a deeply human villain, The Black Phone 2 will continue the story of the mysterious ghostly phone, the terrifying child killer, and the kids who fight back. Fans of the original can look forward to more spine-tingling moments and a continuation of the gripping, eerie tale that made the first film so unforgettable. Predator Badlands, November 7th, 2025. The plot of Predator Badlands, the latest addition to the iconic franchise that's been thrilling audiences since 1987, is being kept a secret for now, but we do know a few things. First, it's directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who blew everyone away with Prey in 2022, set in Comanche Nation. And second, Elle Fanning, known for The Neon Demon and The Beguiled, stars in the film. What's really got people buzzing, though, is the fact that the main focus of the movie will be the Predator itself, as revealed by Trachtenberg. Filming as wrapped in New Zealand, with its stunning landscapes standing in for the alien planet where the story takes place. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, December 5th, 2025. The success of Five Nights at Freddy's in 2023, earning nearly $300 million worldwide, has led to a confirmed sequel. The first film became the highest-grossing Blumhouse movie ever, surpassing films like Get Out and Megan, thanks to its eerie charm and the infamous animatronics. Now, the sequel promises to bring even more terrifying moments, as reports suggest it will be scarier than its predecessor, which some felt was lacking in truly fear-inducing scenes. The sequel is also set to feature the terrifying Mangle, a fan-favorite Fox animatronic from the game, brought to life by Jim Henson's Creature Shop. Plus, Matthew Lillard will return as serial killer William Afton, which has fans excited to see more of the villainous character. Frankenstein, TBA. Guillermo del Toro's take on Frankenstein is shaping up to be a visually stunning and unique adaptation of the classic story. Known for his mastery of gothic horror and fantastical elements, del Toro's vision promises to offer a fresh twist on Mary Shelley's iconic tale. The first image from the film reveals a set design that perfectly blends his signature style with the dark, atmospheric world of Frankenstein. The creature and Victor Frankenstein are portrayed in a way that hints at del Toro's knack for reimagining characters with both beauty and grotesque detail. Starring Oscar Isaac as Victor Frankenstein and Jacob Elordi as the monster, this adaptation has an exciting cast that adds to the anticipation. Isaac's range and Elordi's rising stardom make for a dynamic pairing, and with del Toro at the helm, this version is poised to stand out from previous adaptations. Scream 7, February 27, 2026. The Scream franchise is making a big comeback with Scream 7, and it's got fans on the edge of their seats. After some delays and uncertainty, it's great to know that the movie is officially back on track. Originally set to be directed by Christopher Landon, there was a brief hiccup when he stepped down in late 2023. But now, the script's original writer, Kevin Williamson, who created the series with the 1996 film, is stepping back into the director's chair. This shift brings a lot of excitement for the direction the film might take. Though the plot details are still unknown, we do know that Neve Campbell will reprise her role as Sidney Prescott, a huge relief for fans after her absence in Scream 6. Sidney's return will likely bring a deeper exploration of her trauma, drawing comparisons to Jamie Lee Curtis's Laurie Strode in the recent Halloween films. It's exciting to think about how Sidney will confront her past and face Ghostface again. However, there are major changes with the cast. Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega won't be returning, which means the story will shift away from their characters' arcs. Fans are also left wondering if Jasmine Savoy Brown and Mason Gooding will return, though no official confirmation has been made. There's also a buzz around the possibility of Patrick Dempsey returning as Detective Mark Kincaid, and Courtney Cox might reprise her role as Gale Weathers, with the chance to bring back Stu Macher, played by Matthew Lillard, who may have survived his apparent death. There's a lot of potential for surprises in this film. Clayface, September 11th, 2026. James Gunn recently shared how a Clayface movie, which he never planned on making, ended up getting greenlit. He explained that Mike Flanagan pitched the idea for a Clayface movie, and Gunn was surprised at how much he liked it. After seeing the script, which kept getting better, Gunn was all in, saying, "Let's do it." The movie has been in development at DC Studios for a while, even though news about it only broke in December. Set for a September 2026 release, it will hit theaters just before The Batman Part 2. Gunn isn't worried about the proximity of these Batman-related films, emphasizing that Clayface is part of the DCU, and marketing will make it clear that the two films aren't connected. While Clayface first appeared in the animated series Creature Commandos, Batman's DCU debut is still expected in The Brave and the Bold. Gunn also mentioned that The Brave and the Bold's screenplay isn't finished yet, and the movie won't be made until he's fully satisfied with the script. Well, that's it. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments section below. And don't forget to click on the thumbs up to like this video. Subscribe to our channel for more updates on this and other exciting upcoming movies, and share this video with your family and friends. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.